Hello. Oh God. Hello and welcome to Sunday. Now, I figured after watching episode 4 only a couple of days, well, a couple of days, it feels like a couple of days ago, I might as well take the time to finally watch episode 5. You know, episode 4 was a lot of world building, a lot of setup, and, classic film, but I think episode 5 is just that much better. Um, you already have the established characters, established world, and there's more action. There's more, there's more build up, and there's like, oh yeah, this journey that this main character is taking. But it's just a lot better. Things are faster paced, which we love. A bit more faster pacing as opposed to the long, drawn out. Uh, I mean, it is drawn out, but it's whatever. It's good. It's solid. It's a great film. Um, it makes me want to see the rest of the, Return of the Jedi, of course, Episode 6. But then, people are always like, oh, you gotta watch episode after watching episode 5. You gotta go Phantom Menace, and then you gotta go Clone Wars, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith, and then you go to episode 6, where you go to Return of the Jedi. Spoilers for all those films from the artwork, but how can you really spoil things that are kind of cemented in pop culture? Um, and then from there you finally watch the sequels if you really want a true watch order. But again, it's just people are like, just watch the original trilogy and then go prequels in release order. Um, that might be ideal. That might be the better thing to do. But it's also, you watch the films however you want. With that said, episode 5 is really, really good. Yoda's a Muppet. Didn't know that. The Yoda puppet, or whatever you want to call it, was created by the same company that Jim Henson Company, I believe. Um, and voiced by the same character who does like Miss Piggy and I think Fozzie Bear and Animal or something like that. Um, it's of all the things that I were quote unquote mind blowing to me throughout the course of this film, other than getting every reference ever, uh, learning that Yoda is a Muppet might take the cake. Back in like 7th and 8th grade, my history teacher, I think it was U.S. history, had the quote from Yoda. It's the "do or do not, there is no try" on his wall, and I've heard that quote thousands of times over my life. Going to school for the 400 days in that classroom, like you see it every time. So, it makes sense why, it's kind of ingrained in my head. But actually seeing it in context, I finally understood. It's like, oh yeah, if you attempt something, you're not trying. You either do whatever you're doing, or you're not doing. Like, don't try, either do it or you don't. Something along those lines, right? But like getting that in context for the first time, it's like, oh, okay, I totally understand now, which is really neat. Super cool to actually understand that concept and understand that's where this is coming from, because yeah, I never knew prior to this, which is awesome. Uh, but yeah, episode 5, really good sequel to episode 4. Again, the twist of, spoiler, I guess, of Darth Vader being Luke's father. Like, if you know, you know, but it's also, like, you can't avoid that. It's the number one spoiler of all time that everybody knows. Misheard as Luke, I am your father, as no, I'm your father. But, if you were to be in the theater and see that, you'd be like, oh my god. There's just so many neat things that kind of get ruined for you, but once just ruined from pop culture. But it's also a thing of like experiencing these movies for the first time properly is really, really cool. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun just watching this. Probably gonna do episode 6 at some point, then hit the prequels, then the sequels. but that's in the future. Might check out the bonus features on this because, I don't know, seems like a fun thing to do. Anyway, that's what we're gonna call it here for today, so thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow, and until then, later.